born bad. One of the earliest modern theories about criminology stated that criminals couldn't help it as they were simply born that way. Cecil Lombroso came up with a theory, which he called the criminal man, in the late 19th century. Lombroso's theory helped to unify criminal traits and identification, while also perhaps not paying enough attention to upbringing and environment as criminal factors. Criminology of the left. If you have criminal tendencies, which hand you prefer could determine how many crimes you commit. Even though only 10% of the population are left-handed, 33% of criminals with multiple arrests are left-handed. Plato had a few ideas. Famed philosopher Plato believed that crime was the result of a lack of education. Environmental factors. He also felt that punishment should be based on how much at fault the criminal was. In other words, mitigating circumstances needed to be considered. Aristotle throws his hat in the ring. Aristotle was the first one to come up with the idea that punishments should attempt to deter others from committing a crime as well as punish the specific offender. The devil made me do it. In the Middle Ages, the prevailing belief was that criminals were being overtaken or influenced by the devil. Medieval lawmakers derived harsh punishments in order to purge the criminal's body of the evil demon and to do God's work on earth. The Neanderthal effect. For a long time, it was believed that criminals could be identified by their physical traits. Those traits included wide, sloping foreheads and large ears. This practice was a part of what's called physiognomy, and it married well with Lombroso's born criminal theory, using physical and genetic traits to try to identify and tag offenders. Penalized. From the Latin pena, punishment, and the Greek logia, study of. Penology is a branch of criminology that looks at how society curbs criminal activities. Old penology focused on establishing guilt and figuring out appropriate punishment. New penology focuses on managing the risk of crime using statistics and analysis. Blame it on the weather. A criminology theory blaming criminal activity on the weather is one of the more strange theories that floated around in the early days of the discipline. The thermic law of crime argued that violent crimes were more likely to occur in hot climates, while break-ins and theft occurred more often in colder climates. Surgery as cure. Early criminologists promoted lobotomies as a cure for criminals. The idea was that it would calm the individual and control the impulsive behavior that lead them to commit crimes. It also turned them into vegetables, but adverse side effects and all that. Can religion save you from a life of crime? A recent study discovered that people who regularly attend a church, mosque, or synagogue commit fewer petty crimes. Origins. The word criminology was first used in the 1850s and first taught in universities in 1890. It comes from the Latin crimen, which means crime in a judicial processing sense, and the Greek word logos, which means reason or study.